Welcome back, crafty friends. I am here to share my day 4 layout for May I Scraplift You. And today I chose one of the bonus creators, Briana Spors, and her Instagram is mommyrn, and her YouTube channel is Love My Life on Paper. And this is the very first double page layout that I am making for our dog, Taylor. And it's going to be it's not quite a 6x8 album. And I got it on sale for like $1 at the office store. And so I don't have page protectors or anything like that. So it will just be out of the pocket type of pages. And I'm just gonna, each one will be created on its own background, and then once I have several pages, then I'll decide which ones will go back to back and attach them. And so I decided to pull out some of my pocket cards. And as you can see, that these pictures are of Taylor. And one day I picked up Hope and her friends, and they had these funny wigs, and they put them on Taylor and took pictures, and it was hilarious. And of course, she was not amused at all, but they were just something funny. And so I had these stickers left over that I had in my stash, knowing that I was going to use them for these pictures someday. And one of the little stickers says Wiggin Out. And so I thought that was just perfect. And really, everything else on this layout uh, is scraps that I pulled everything from my scrap bin. That this piece right here that's going in the middle is, I believe, a Vicky Bouton Christmas paper. It might have actually been from one of her fall collections. I can't remember, but I just thought the two different tones of that teal blue looked good together, and played off the color of the greenish blue wig that Taylor has on the right side of the layout. And so now that I have that border in the middle, I do decide to pull out some other scraps, some packaging, and I did do a mat on each of the photos. And the pocket card on the left side says Live Colorfully. And the red pocket card I do trim down to just make it more of a square and more of a frame for the picture rather than the long card, so I could make the layout appear more similar to what Briana created. And so there I'm showing you how I store my scraps, that I have several of those pockets, and once I break down a collection, then I separate each of the papers by their color, mostly their primary color, because we all know that, some papers have different colors, and of course I do have a rainbow pack as well. And so if there's multicolored, then I'll put it in the multicolored section. So then I decided I needed to bring in a little bit more yellow, that I had this sticker that says "So Silly," and this yellow scrap seemed to work fine. So I kind of wanted to bring the yellow on both sides of the layout. So I did that by adding the mat on the left side there. And let's see, what am I doing now? Looks like, excuse me. Hopefully I'm sounding better. I went to the doctor yesterday, and I actually have a double ear infection, so I started antibiotics yesterday. And hopefully my plugged up ears will clear up and I can hear and talk better. That would be great. I do feel a little better. I'm less congested, so I think I'm finally on my way to recovery here. So this orange piece is actually a 49 Market rub-on, and I cut it in half so I could have part of it on each side. Originally, I thought I was going to have it come from the flat side more to the inside of the layout, but I couldn't figure out on that left side or the right side where it would show between the title card and the picture card. There was going to be a gap, so then I decided to flip it, put the flat edges along the edge, and just let the faux mixed media rub-on just go towards the inside of the layout on each side. And then I had that pink one as well that I thought that would do some nice highlights and help with giving my title or my subtitle, I guess, a place to land and sit, so it wasn't just floating underneath the picture. And so I get those rub-ons on each side, and then I'm going to start sticking everything down. So I've got the most of the base of the layout done, and I do use some of the foam craft adhesive and put that on the back of my picture to raise that up on each of my photos on each side to give a little bit of dimension. And now I am finally ready to start putting this together. So since this is going to be a project that everything is outside of a pocket page, I am using liquid glue to make sure that I have a really good adhesion to my layout. So, and this blue card, and I did test earlier that these stickers are clear. So I did make sure that you could see this title good enough and make sure that it wasn't too dark, so some of the letters wouldn't be readable, but I think it looks good that you can tell exactly that says hilarious. And then I add this other orange rub-on that says right here, right now. And then I'm going to work on the left side here. I put that pocket card down. It says live colorfully. And then at the last one, and I did decide to put a few other things from that sticker sheet, that there's this film strip looking piece here. So I just use that as an accent. Get my card down. And ultimately, I do decide to use 3 of the 4 little stickers that are inside of that sticker strip, that you can see those on the far left, that I do end up using those as well. So I actually did pretty good of almost killing that sticker sheet and getting that out of my stash and onto a layout. So here's that sticker that says "So Silly." And then I think the last little bit is my favorite part, that it's the little sticker right there in green that says "Wiggin Out." And that's what she was doing. She was wigging out in those wigs, and it was quite hilarious. So glad to finally have these pictures scrapbooked, and I'm sure you'll start to see some of these layouts coming up. And that's pretty much going to wrap it up for this layout. So if you have any questions for me, let me know. Otherwise, if you wouldn't mind giving me a like and subscribe, that would be great. And we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.